Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? Punchingback. Oh, man. Punchingbagskunk.com. We're here with another short video for you guys. How you doing today, everybody? Punchingbagskunk.com. Go check out. We're everywhere. Check us out on. Go check out the website first. Punchingbagskunk.com. Go check out the website. Got a lot of dynamite videos, classic fight videos, all kinds of videos on there you can watch. Classic fights and really wonderful in-depth articles. Updated every 3 days. I want to say 3 days because sometimes I'll get it. You know, me and the staff here at Punchingbagskunk.com will get into. We'll push out 4 stories a week. Sometimes it gets down to 1 or 2, but we always got at least 2 brand new stories a week. So you're not getting recycled stuff. You're getting fresh content, as they say. Okay. Let me tell you where we're at on social media platforms so you guys know where to find us. You can find Punchingbagskunk.com on Reddit. You can find us on Tumblr. You can find us on Blogger. We're also on Pinterest. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Mix, and of course we're on YouTube and Facebook. Go to the Facebook group, Punchingbagskunk group on Facebook. You got a bunch of characters in that group that, you know, they know what to talk about. So you go there, you better know what you're talking about. You come in there like a rookie, get roasted. Anyway, Punchingbagskunk.com. We did a video on what is wrong with Ryan Garcia's style. Okay, and got a tremendous amount of feedback on that. So we decided to do a series on that. What is wrong with? And we decided, staff here at Punchingbagskunk.com decided that we'll decide which fight we're gonna do the show on, determined by how much feedback we get for that certain fighter. Okay, basically, you want your fighter, you want us to do the story on your fighter, let us know through the inbox. And the one with the most suggestions that came back, Deontay Wilders. Surprise, because he ain't had no style. So he said, what is wrong with Deontay Wilders' style? Well, he doesn't have a style. You know, that's you know, these guys, I'm trying to be nice tonight. I'm just really trying to be nice tonight. So I don't want to, like, break no one over the coals, but, you know, look, Deontay Wilders, how can I put this? He you know, style's ugly. Everyone know that. But I think, like with Deontay Wilder, it's not really about his style, because his strength is emotion. And I mean, I'm under the impression that his strength is emotion, because you know, look, I can use me for example. Like when I was fighting, like I fought off emotion. Like, so, you know, if you got me pissed off, it's hell to pay. Like I'll rip my own arm off to try to take your head off. So you know, I fought out of emotion. A lot of guys fight out of emotion. You know what I mean? And I think Deontay fights out of emotion, and I think that's how he got psyched out against that. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. What is wrong with Deontay Wilders? Look, every now and then in boxing, a freak of nature comes through. You know what I mean? You get a guy like Ali, who, you know, if you look at heavyweight fighters prior to Ali, you know, they was just plotters. Like, you know, all of them, even Joe Louis, come forward, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, all these guys. I mean, you have some boxers like Jersey Joe who did that little step off to the side and come right hand, which is, I think, just a beautiful comment. You ever see that? Jersey Joe walk out, he got his little moves like this, and he steps off to the side and come back with that right hand. I mean, this stuff is beautiful. But Ali was the first heavyweight to just bring a different type of style to the heavyweight division. Nobody was leaning back from punches, did avoid punches back then. Wasn't any heavyweights that fast. You know what I mean? And who can do this? You know what I mean? You know, dancing around. So he you know, I call that a freak of nature. Like, you didn't see heavyweights with that kind of speed and that kind of movement, you know. And every now and then you see these guys come through, these freak of natures. Like, there was a string bean from Detroit that just came out of nowhere and just started like just having explosive, tremendous bombing out power. That was Tommy Hearns, another freak of nature. Like see these guys come through boxing every now and then. Roy Jones, I mean, like power and speed. Sugar Ray Leonard, like you see these special fighters come through every now and then, and then you see freak of natures come through. George Foreman, freak of nature. Boom, boom. I mean, George was such a freak of nature that 30 years later, or 20, whatever it was later, he came back as an old man and still won the heavyweight championship. Freak of nature. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That, and you know, and then there was this this little short, extremely fast, powerful guy with midget arms who came around 1985, and another freak of nature, that was Mike Tyson. You remember this guy in his heyday, going 3, 4, 5 punch combination as a heavyweight. Another freak of nature. Now, here's another freak of nature. This is Deontay Wilder. This guy is not even a heavyweight. I mean, let's just say what it is. Me personally, I think he's like a cruiser. I really do. Like, I think he's a cruiserweight. One. I know he bulks up. I guess try to bulk up, eat whatever he eats. I don't know what he eats, but bulk up. But I think he's. That's why I would tell people I'd rather him fight at like 195. I don't care if he's fighting guys too fit. I like him to be at his natural weight. You know what I mean? Because again, like I don't want this video to get too guru-ish, but guys fight from on emotion, and I think that Deontay Wilder, he's more dangerous when he's in. Look, I'll tell you. Go back to the fight. Was it the second? It was the second fight was when he fought Stivine. Remember he fought Stivine. The first fight, and Stivine, I think he was the first one to go the distance with him. Then, if you watch prior to the second fight, watch the press conference. Watch the press conference. And Stivine was on the podium. Jack's right there. He's calling all kind of punks, and you watch, whoop your butt. And just really getting under his skin. And all Deontay Wilder was doing was smiling back. I'm like, he didn't say nothing. He was getting pissed. And you watch the fight, the second one. I watch it. And he came and dropped with that straight right hand, boom! You know, and put him on his butt. Then it's really hilarious because I should Stivine, like, after talking all that ghetto, I'm from the hood, and I'm carrying to whoop your butt. And all this junk he talked to the press conference. I mean, he was talking cash money junk at the press conference. Yeah, I'm from the hood, and get your boys out of here. Like, you bet your butt I'm a badass. Like, just talking so much junk, and became a meme. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, everyone's seen that picture with a bent back, laid out on the rope with his legs up, bent up under his back, under his body. It's a meme. Just became a meme. But my point is, Deontay Wilder was mad. I think. Well, this might look. I got my own damn pain. He was mad. I think he got under his skin at the press conference. Now, what happened? I'm gonna get to his skill. Just take it easy and relax. I'm setting this up for us. If you go from that and then you go to the Tyson Fury, listen. First off, any badass puncher or any just badass fighter, like the guy that got a reputation, I'm a badass. I knock you out, or I'm just mean. Like, when them guys fight a guy that is not afraid of him, remember I told you all up here, not afraid. And I'm not talking about getting talk junk like Severn, because talk is cheap. I'm talking about that shows it through his spirit that I ain't scared of you. You know what I mean? Because anyone can say it. Other people say it to me all the time. What about your Ghetto Greg? They don't believe it. You know, they don't believe it. But I'm saying that when you got a guy that is just not intimidated, just don't care about your reputation. This guy takes something from that bully, from that tough guy. Okay, I'm lying. Look at the Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard 2. You can even look at 1 because Sugar Ray really went toe-to-toe in the whole fight. But in the second fight, he started clowning him. And what happened? It just deflated Duran. Just totally deflated him. You know what I mean? So when guys tough guys, or ring tough guys, or killers, or these, you know, these guys that got a reputation, I'll take your head off. When a guy comes around that is not intimidated and just clowns him, like, I'm not even taking you seriously. You know what I mean? Like Sugar Ray bowl on him, and look at Ali against Liston. You know, Liston thought he was crazy. You know what I mean? He clown him at the weigh-in. You know, he thought he was great. Once these guys come, they take the fire away. All right, the fire's gone. So something missing now. And I think that's why Deontay lost to Tyson Fury. I don't care what you Tyson Fury fans say. Shut up. I don't really care what you say. I'm telling you, that's why he lost, because his edge was taken away. He too friendly with him. But it started from the first fight. If you look at the first fight, that's all you gotta do is go look at the fight. Every time Deontay hit him with one of them, swung one of them bombs, and win the bomb, what did Tyson Fury do? Clown him. Put his hand behind his back. I mean, who was doing this prior to that? So Deontay Wilder was destroyed. He destroyed like 39 guys. Knocked out cold 39 guys, like at least 29, 30 in the first round. So he had a reputation of just knocking guys out, okay? And now he gets in there with Tyson Fury, and he throws his famed punches, and all he does, Tyson Fury, like this after the round, like put his hand behind his back, like clowning him. So that takes something out of these guys. I'm telling you right now, it takes something out of them. Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Red. Ali, Sonny Liston, the same thing. So that started there, but then before the second fight, I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to the stuff later because I'm on something else now. When they got to the second fight, the damage was already done. Now, during the press conferences and all the meetings, and first of all, I don't believe in that junk anyway. All that going through city to city. From one city to the next city, doing it becomes wrestling. I tell people all the time, today's business model is put on boxing, a bunch of bull crap. Is now people gotta, you know, here's my point, me and my opponent, we're in Detroit. I'm just throwing cities out there. Hey, what's up, Detroit? Detroit, and now we're in front of the press, and I'll knock you out, knock you out, knock you out, knock you out. All right, now you go to the next city. Now we're in New Jersey, and we got to promote the fight. And now we go in front of the stage, in front of the cameras, in front of the media. We do the same act. Now we go to, by the time we get 3 or 4 or 5 cities, it's business now. It ain't personal. You know what I mean? So I think somewhere along the line, he lost his edge. Remember I talked about when I first started the video, he fights on emotion. You know what I'm saying? So he lost his that edge, that meanness. I call it meanness. You know what I mean? He lost his meanness. Now it's just a business thing. Look, man, emotion is, and I'm not saying get out there and get out of control emotion. I'm saying control the emotion. Let me put it another way for you guys, for you knuckleheads that I can see are not convinced of what I'm trying to tell you. Mike Tyson, the prime Mike Tyson, prior to Buster Douglas fight, okay? Everyone's afraid of him. I think we all could be in agreement on that. Everybody's afraid of him. Guys was quitting before they even got in there. Look who's selling it. You know, this guy's just falling apart when they look at him in the corner. He's on the other side and he's looking at him. Guys lose the fight, or losing it before they even fight. Okay? Now, what made Buster Douglas any different? If you look at Buster Douglas before, he wasn't nothing special. He was basically a club fighter. Not a club. I won't call him a club fighter because he fought a lot of world-class fights. But he was French contender. And looking prior to the fight, if you remember the fight, if you know you're boxing, you'll remember the fight with him and Tony Tucker, and his father walked out of the corner. His own father walked out of the corner, said he quit against Tony Tucker. His father, I don't want to work with him no more. His own father, I'm not working with him no more. Remember that? And then prior to the Mike Tyson fight, he lost his mother. His mother died. Okay? We're going back to motion here. Now, think of this. Before the Tyson's scaring everybody. Buster Douglas didn't care. He wasn't impressed by it. He didn't care. His mother died. His father said he's a quitter. Who is Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson's small now to him. He ain't gonna give a damn about Mike Tyson. That's why he beat him. He beat him out from the emotional, the emotion, the mental. I tell guys all the time, you can have 2 punches, just 1, 2, all right? And the guy can have a whole repertoire of punches. Have a whole bunch of skill, but you got that 1-2 and you got that extra something that you go get him. You win that fight. All right. Anyway, let's get back down. Let's get on Deontay. I want to tell you about the most just fight lost to Tyson Fury. So for you Fury fans, that's why if you look at going by on Punchingbagskunk YouTube channel or the website, you can see my video when I talk about Deontay will beat him in the trilogy. The reason why I say that because he's not gonna be okey doke by him again. He knows where his mistake was. He knows it. Alright, but anyway, he's not gonna beat him until he corrects some of these mistakes. All right, mistake number 1. Every time he throws a punch, it's a windmill. And what I mean by that is that there's no snap on none of his punches. You don't look at this. I'm gonna show you. Snap, 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 push. See all this? This windmilling. That's what you call windmilling. See that? That's all. It's called windmilling. That's what's wrong with his style. Everything he throws a windmill. Nothing's compact and nice and pop, 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 pop. Everything's all right. That's number 1. A windmill. If you look at the fight, look at his fighting and some of his other fights, you see every time he throws his jab, he chicken wings. See, that's called chicken winging. See that? These are all like amateur. I gotta say it like it is. These are amateurish mistakes. You shouldn't have these. These are the mistakes you break in the kid in the gym. You break that dead, so he doesn't carry this stuff all the time till he's a professional. And now it's harder to break them habits. You wonder why Mark Breland. So they're gonna blame Mark Breland. Oh, it ain't Mark Breland's fault. He been doing these same habits forever. You know what I mean? Now you expect him as a grown man to change. You know what I mean? It's like them fat dudes that get 50 and now he's saying, I'm gonna lose weight and I'm gonna lose some. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. And if you do lose a little bit, you can get it right back. Look, because you should have did it then. Do it then. Anyway, he carries his hands too low. Way too low. Here's where his arms are all the time, down here. Alright? You can't fight on that. Well, you can when you got guys scared of your power, intimidated by your power, and already lost before they got in the ring. And you got these guys, you can beat them. But when you got a guy that is not afraid of you, like Tyson Fury was afraid of him, you got this guy, you can't go in there like that. Because he's coming back with crisp punches, combinations, man. Alright? He drops his left after virtually. Every time he throws his left, he drops it. See? Exactly. Just see how I'm doing that? That's exactly how he does it. Just like that. Okay? During the Tyson Fury fight, he had really no defense besides this. Put your hands up. No leg movement, no angles, no nothing, or just this. That was his answer to the combinations. You don't snap on his punch. I said that you gotta snap these punches. He pushes the punch. This is stuff you correct on the bag in the gym. You know what I mean? What's this? Fury. Yeah. So these are the mistakes that. This was wrong with Deontay Wilders' style. And it's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. There's a lot to overcome. But let me tell you this too. Because like I said, all the stuff about Ryan Garcia that he carried from Hampshire, I said the positive is that he's young, he break them. Like he can break them. He's young enough to just tear them. Deontay Wilder, he's not really young enough to break all these habits he had forever. So he might be stuck in that amateurish mode of that can't fight. When I say can't fight, I mean can't box. Like nothing is box worthy. Let me see. Is that right? No. He can't box. You know what I mean? You don't know how to box. Point blank, you don't know how to box. All right, let's leave it at that. You don't know how to box. So right now, he's too old to overcome all them deficiencies in his fighting skill. Are you with me? You understand what I'm saying? So, but here's a bright spot for Deontay Wilder, is that sometimes this stuff overcomes. You know what I mean? The desire can overcome skill. You know what I mean? Desire can overcome skill. The desire to win. So that's what I'm talking about, emotion and the eye of the tiger, you know, that stuff that's inside. Let me put it another way. You got a guy that can throw a good jab. This guy can throw. Yeah, this video's turned out to be a little bit long. All right, I'm gonna wind up in a minute. You got a guy that got a full repertoire of punches. Left, good right, good hook, good uppercut. All right, you got all the punches. This guy does and this guy does. Both do. Good chin. So this guy did test this guy too. Got good chin. Good stamina. This guy doesn't run out of gas in the later rounds. He just, both of them does. So they're pretty much even on every aspect. Even. What separates them? Ask yourself, what if these guys are even on everything? He trains hard, check everything off. What's gonna separate them? What's gonna determine the winner? Who wants it more? And you know what I mean? What are you fighting for? You know what I mean? I tell people, and this is what I'll close with. I tell people that when I later on, when I wasn't fighting anymore, but I was still fight worthy. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like I look good. I'm still a little bit young enough, in my 30s, but I look good. Like I can fight again. But the desire wasn't there anymore. See, when I fought Larry King, I tried to put my head through his head. You know what I'm saying? I smashed, I headbutt. I told you guys all the time, I wasn't a buffalo. You know, fight's a fight to me. I'll elbow you. I try to thumb you. That's how I roll. Say what you want. I don't really give a damn. That's how I fought. You know, when I was in there, you kill my brain cells. I'm trying to kill your brain cells. But anyway, I tried to put my head through his head. Okay, bam! So much so that I almost knocked myself off. And I said, when the dude see me later on, when I said later on in my life, and he said, man, Greg, you look good. Why don't you make a comeback, man? I know you can still fight. You look in shape, whatever. And I said no, because I'm not willing to put my head through your head anymore. You follow what I'm saying? I wasn't willing to go there. And the thing is, with boxing, that's why I tell people they're ruining boxing now, because they're taking an element of danger out of boxing. That means now everybody can do it. What made boxing special is that everyone couldn't do it back in the day. But now anybody can do it. You got YouTube stars, you got basketball players, you got housewives, you got whoever want to box can box now. Because you know why? Because it's so, it's like, you're gonna get me rambling. But anyway, Deontay Wilder, this is the advice I got for you. Listen, you know, get your edge back. You know what I'm saying? Get your edge back. You're emotional dude, obviously. Use that to your advantage. You know what I mean? Don't be all nicey nice. It ain't about business. You got enough money. Everybody got enough money. I'm sick of this Floyd Mayweather got anybody about money. I'm tired of that mess. You got enough money, okay? Get your edge back. You know what I mean? Don't be worried about how many tickets are sold. I mean, people. The measure these days of these kids, this is why I call most of the kids today jackasses. All of them. All the kids jackasses. All they worry about is numbers. It's about belt prize. It's about being champion. Anyway, Punchingbagskunk.com, where you get the best on boxing. Come check us out. Check out the website. And before I go, I know the video went extra long. I was trying to keep it 15 minutes, but it is what it is. Before I close this, I want to let you guys know that don't forget, if you want to get your photo on Punchingbagskunk.com live, I don't care what kind. Well, I do care what kind. Don't be showing sending me no pornographic or nudity, none of that junk. It's going to be fight related. Send your photo to Punchingbagskunk.com. Email it. Go to the website, put it in the comments, with the PDF. However you want to get it to us is fine with you, fine with us, and we'll have your photo live the very next day. If you got a video 30 seconds and under, and you want it live, you go to Punchingbagskunk.com, go to the category videos, and you check the videos. You have your video right there for the world to see. If you got amateur fight, pro fight, I don't care. Look, I don't even care if it's a street fight. Hey, just as long as it's a fight. You're in 30 seconds and under, send it. If it ain't, if it's not world star hip hop worthy, I mean, don't be sending me videos of women snatching, bras off and all that goofy stuff. Don't do that. Gotta be combat sports related. Send it to us and we'll get it on live on the website. I think that wraps it up. Punchingbagskunk.com. You get the best on box. You guys, listen. We'll be seeing you next time. Have a wonderful night. For Punchingbagskunk.com. Peace.